Dear one, if you're reading this right now, please know it's not just random chance. There's a really good reason you were led here at this exact moment. Your guardian angels, who are always watching over you with love, have a powerful message meant just for you. It's something your spirit really needs to hear, something to bring you clarity and hope. So, try to listen with an open heart and mind. Maybe just give a little nod inside, showing you're ready to receive the understanding and good things coming your way. You've been thinking about someone specific, haven't you? Someone who takes up a lot of space in your heart and thoughts. Your angels see this connection, this person on your mind. And what they want to share with you today could totally change how you look at love. Get ready for this. Someone is completely, deeply, overwhelmingly in love with you. Yes, you heard that right. Someone is head over heels for you, totally captivated and full of love for you. But here's the slightly tricky part, the detail that needs your gentle focus. You might have no idea just how deep these feelings go. Maybe you haven't noticed the signs, or maybe the signs aren't the usual ones you'd expect. It's natural to wonder, how could that be? Especially if their actions haven't screamed, "I love you." Your own past experiences or doubts might make you skeptical. But your guardian angels really want you to get this next part. The main reason this person feels so strongly about you, why they fell so deeply in love, comes down to something specific you did. An action you took, or just the way you were. It might be something you've totally forgotten about, something you thought was tiny and unimportant, just a normal, everyday thing or a brief interaction. But that one action, that moment, completely shifted how they saw you. It was like a switch flipped, making them fall for you in a way that maybe even they have trouble explaining. This big change didn't necessarily happen in a sudden flash or during some big event. Often, it grows quietly, fed by the small, consistent things like how you showed up for them when they felt alone, the real way you were present when they needed it most, maybe even without them asking. Your guides want you to understand that real, lasting love isn't just built on big gestures or loud declarations. Its true heart is often found in the quieter connections, the steady support given without expecting anything back, the simple kindness offered freely when maybe no one else was looking. This person saw those qualities shining from you. They saw the love you gave freely without needing anything in return. They felt how deeply you listened when others might have turned away or just pretended to care. They noticed how steady you were, how reliable, how willing you were to just be there consistently, even when they hadn't asked for help. And that natural goodness, dear one, that simple, real you, that's exactly what grabbed their heart and sparked this incredible love. It wasn't just about a great smile, though yours surely lights things up. It wasn't only the way your eyes met theirs, though that connection is powerful. It went deeper than looks, charm, or being clever, even though you have plenty of all those things. The love they feel is rooted way down deep. It's anchored in your heart, in the core of your spirit. It was born from seeing your amazing ability to love without putting up walls, without making demands, without setting tight limits. You showed them, maybe without even knowing it, that love isn't something you hold on it tightly or only seek for yourself. It's something generous you pour out freely, with no hidden strings attached. That understanding, that reflection of your pure heart. That's the core reason they are so completely and intensely in love with you. This connection is more than just being attracted to someone, more than simple chemistry, and more than just having things in common. It goes much deeper into something way more profound, a connection that works beyond the surface level. Your angels are telling you this clearly now. This individual is fundamentally in love with your very soul. They're captivated by the essence of who you are, the real you deep down. They deeply adore your compassionate heart, your natural kindness, your generous spirit, and the quiet strength you have. And this feeling, this love, is almost beyond their control. It's a huge force for them. Part of why it feels so intense might be because it's new to them. They may have never experienced love quite like this before. They probably have never felt so completely seen, so truly heard, so deeply valued and appreciated by another person. Because of this, they're starting to have a powerful realization. You're someone incredibly valuable, someone they absolutely cannot just let go of or easily forget. The understanding is growing inside them that you are the very person they've been looking for without even knowing it, the missing piece they might not have even realized was missing until they met you. Your guardian angels want you to really feel this. Your presence in their life isn't just a passing thing. You have become a permanent, cherished part of their heart, whether or not they've been able to fully say or show all of these feelings to you just yet. But know this person isn't just sitting back and feeling these things passively. They aren't standing still. They're actively starting to recognize and really grapple with how deep and important their feelings are. An understanding is growing inside them, showing them they can't ignore this pull towards you anymore. They can't just dismiss these feelings or let you slip away. Pretending not to care, if they ever were, is becoming impossible. The feelings are just too strong, too real. And while it might look to you like they haven't given you the attention or affection you might feel you deserve, trust that they are likely going through a storm of intense emotions inside. They are wrestling with just how big these feelings are, trying hard to figure out how to process it all, how to handle this new territory, and how to eventually express the powerful emotions that have been bottled up, maybe for too long. But the most important thing for you to hold on to, dear one, is that this love is absolutely real. It's genuine. It's not just a temporary crush that will disappear soon. It's not a passing fancy based on nothing real. This is a deep, resonant, profound love that has woken up inside their spirit, sparked into life specifically because of your actions, your essence, your way of being in the world. Your angels want you to know, for sure, that this person is realizing more and more day by day that the thought of losing you is unbearable. They desperately do not want to lose the unique, precious connection you two share. They're afraid of losing the new love that's starting to carefully bloom between you. The realization is getting stronger within them that they have, perhaps without even knowing it, been waiting for someone exactly like you for a very long time. Someone who can love with the same intensity, the same depth, and the same pure heart that matches their own deepest ability to love. They're seeing more clearly now that you are the person they imagine walking through life with, not just as a friend, but as a true partner, a kindred spirit, possibly even a soulmate. However, there is a crucial moment coming up, dear one. This realization means they need to take action. This person understands, or is starting to understand, that they need to do something. They need to take real steps before the chance might pass them by. The angels are gently but firmly nudging them forward, encouraging them to open their heart completely and be vulnerable with you. They're being guided to let go of their fear of being turned down, fear of being exposed, fear of what might happen, to stop hiding behind protective walls, whether they built them consciously or not, and to step forward into the light of this love with new courage, belief, and real confidence. Because a love this big, this special, isn't something to be treated lightly or taken for granted. Connections this deep are rare gifts, meant to be actively cared for, protected, and treasured. But for them to take this brave step, they kind of need a little reassurance, maybe just a subtle sign that you're still open to receiving their love. They need some small hint that you're still there, that you haven't completely given up hope on them or what could be between you, that your heart hasn't totally shut down to the idea of them. Because the risk feels huge to them. If they wait too long, if they don't come forward soon with the honest truth about their powerful feelings, they might lose the precious chance to love you in the deep and meaningful way they're truly meant to. This is exactly why the angels are actively guiding them now, dear one. They're setting up little coincidences, giving them inner nudges, helping them feel stronger. The angels really want this person to seize this moment, to take clear action before it feels truly too late. They want this individual to fully get how incredibly valuable the love you have to offer is, and to recognize that right now holds the opportunity to make things right, to close any distance between you, to make the connection solid and real. So, if you have been waiting patiently, maybe wondering if this person would ever really show up for you emotionally, waiting for the moment they finally see how much they feel for you. Please take this message as your definite sign. It confirms that they are finally, truly waking up. The confusion is clearing for them. This is your signal that they are starting to understand what they need to do, what steps they need to take. But now, your part is to keep being open. You need to practice patience and gentle understanding. You need to stay receptive, keeping the door to your heart open for their love when they finally get the strength and clarity to come forward. Because the truth hasn't changed. This person is intensely, overwhelmingly in love with you. And what they mostly need right now is the courage to finally show it openly. Your guardian angels are right there with you, and also with them, carefully guiding both of your spirits toward the love that is meant for you. However, the final choice, the big step, is up to both of you. It needs both of you to be willing to move forward, trusting and having faith, knowing deep down that this particular love is worth facing any challenge, worth every bit of vulnerability, worth everything. So hold on, dear one. Keep your faith. Hold on to the belief that this person really is coming closer emotionally and spiritually. They're processing the truth of their feelings, and they're actively, even if just inside their own head right now, getting ready to make their move to close the gap. And when they finally do, when they act on the powerful feelings bubbling up inside them, you will find that the experience, the connection, the shared love will be worth every moment of waiting, every quiet prayer, everything you've been patiently hoping for. Friend, the angels want you to understand even more that this growing realization in the other person is just the starting line. It's not the finish, not the final stop. Think of it more like the opening of a really important new chapter, one full of potential for healing together, growing personally, and understanding each other's inner worlds much more deeply. You see, this individual has been dealing with their own private fears, their own insecurities, their personal history of doubts, and maybe past heartbreaks. They might have spent a lot of their life building up defenses like invisible walls around their heart, walls they put up initially to protect themselves from getting hurt, from rejection, or from feeling too exposed. But those very walls, friend, while seeming to offer safety, also accidentally kept them a bit isolated, stopping them from fully feeling the deep richness of love that they truly deserve and that you represent. Now, though, something life-changing is happening. As those old walls start to get cracks, as they begin to gently crumble under the weight of their real feelings for you, something truly beautiful and natural is starting to grow. They're starting on a brave journey of learning to face their own inner truths, to look at themselves honestly, even the parts that make them uncomfortable. They're beginning to confront the parts of themselves, the old habits that have always been afraid to love completely, to trust fully. And what they're realizing now, with more and more clarity and a strength they can't deny, isn't something they can just ignore or explain away. It's a truth that has been quietly but steadily growing deep in their heart, something that maybe was always there, sleeping, just waiting for the right time, the right person, you, to be fully seen and accepted. They are recognizing, possibly for the very first time with such deep certainty, the true size and nature of their feelings for you. It wasn't just a passing spark, a quick attraction, or a crush based on surface things. It wasn't born from a whim or some temporary fascination that would fade. No, dear one, be sure of this. This is love in its real, pure, deep, and resonant form. And its sheer power, arriving maybe unexpectedly, has shaken them right to their core. They likely never imagined that a feeling like this could grab hold of them so intensely, so completely. They probably never expected to feel so totally and magnetically drawn to another person, to feel a connection that feels so naturally right, so deeply meaningful on a soul level. But here you are, always in their thoughts, standing right in front of them, even if just in their mind, and the truth of their feelings can no longer be ignored, denied, or pushed down. They can no longer pretend that their heart isn't calling out, longing for connection with you. Your guardian angels are emphasizing that this dawning realization is just the first stage of a major internal transformation happening within them. It's like a spiritual wake-up call, a moment of incredible clarity. It's as though blinders are coming off, letting them finally see something vital that they couldn't, or maybe wouldn't let themselves, see before. Maybe they were too afraid, too guarded, too shaped by past experiences to recognize genuine love when it appeared. And now, as these metaphorical blinders lift, a deeper understanding is surfacing. They are recognizing that their life path was always meant to cross and connect with yours in this meaningful way. The love they have been searching for, whether they knew they were searching or were just driven by a quiet longing, is the very love they have discovered in connection with you. And even though admitting it fully might have felt impossible or terrifying before, they understand now, with growing certainty, that they cannot keep running from it. They cannot keep up the act of indifference or pretend that the powerful emotions stirring inside them simply don't exist. And friend, this is where your role continues to be important, even if it's in a quieter way for now. The angels want you to understand that this person's awakening, their journey towards accepting and embracing this love, isn't something you can control or force. You cannot push them to have these realizations faster than they are ready. You cannot rush their internal process or demand that they recognize the depth of their feelings on your schedule or based on your expectations. They genuinely need space, emotional and mental space, to process these huge new feelings, space to grow into this bigger understanding, and space to fully come to terms with the undeniable truth that has been patiently waiting for them to see it all along. However, them needing space doesn't mean you just have to sit passively by, waiting in uncertainty. No, dear one, your presence is still a vital, vibrant part of their journey. You continue to be a guiding light, a source of inspiration in their life, even if they can't fully express or acknowledge how much you influence them just yet. Your love, your energy, your unique self, these have been powerful, often unseen, forces driving their ongoing transformation. It's not that they didn't sense positive feelings or attraction before. They likely did. But now, it's as if they're seeing you through a new lens, seeing you truly, maybe for the very first time, in all your depth. They are recognizing how deeply you can love, the purity behind your actions, the refreshing realness that shines from your soul. And this recognition is overwhelming, possibly even intimidating in its beauty and intensity. They may not have known consciously that they needed this specific kind of love, unconditional, accepting, soul deep. They might not have believed they were capable of feeling or receiving love on this level. But now, faced with the reality of you, they see it. And with each passing day, the internal fog continues to lift, allowing them to realize with profound, unshakable clarity that this connection, this love you represent, is precisely the kind of love they have been fundamentally searching for throughout their entire existence. This is the love they didn't even have words for needing, yet it feels like the love their soul has always been, deeply craving, even if that craving was unspoken or unconscious until now. This love holds immense potential. It is naturally healing, deeply transformative, and ultimately, incredibly freeing for them. For so long, perhaps years, they have been stuck in a pattern of running from their own genuine feelings, running from the risks they saw in being vulnerable, running from the very idea of love itself, the thing they consciously or subconsciously fear the most. The fear of getting hurt again, the fear of feeling exposed and defenseless, the deep-seated worry about experiencing heartbreak. These fears have likely influenced many of their choices and actions regarding relationships in the past. But now, a significant internal shift is happening. Something fundamental is changing deep within the core of their soul. They are actively beginning to shed the heavy layers of old fears, releasing the lingering pain of past wounds that have kept them trapped within their self-made defenses for far too long. And as they consciously or unconsciously let go of these old ways of protecting themselves, they are realizing something incredibly powerful and liberating. They no longer need to be constantly afraid of love. Love, in its true form, is not the enemy they thought it was. It is not something designed to hurt them, break them, or leave them feeling empty and less than. True love, real, unconditional love, the kind you embody and offer, is actually something that will fill them up, enrich them, help complete them in ways they never imagined. It will empower them to finally step into and become the fullest, most authentic version of the person they have always been destined to be. And for the very first time, perhaps in their entire adult life, they are starting to truly see and believe this truth. They are waking up to the profound realization that love is not the opponent. It is, in fact, the very medicine that will heal their deepest wounds, the catalyst that will help them grow beyond their limits, and the guiding light that will lead them toward the highest and best version of themselves. They are realizing, with each passing moment of clarity, that they don't need to reach some impossible standard of perfection before being worthy of love. They don't need to have every single part of their life perfectly figured out or have all the answers to life's tricky questions. They don't need to stay tied to their past mistakes or carry the heavy weight of feeling unworthy of love because of flaws or past failures. What they truly need, what they're slowly learning to embrace, is authenticity. They need to be real, to allow themselves to be vulnerable, to be completely honest, first with themselves and ultimately with you. In this pivotal moment, as they carefully begin to take down the walls they so carefully built around their heart, they're finally seeing, perhaps with eyes wide open for the first time, that hiding is no longer necessary or helpful. They don't need to continue running from love, from their own complex emotions, or from the inherent beauty and strength that genuine vulnerability brings. Love, true and authentic love, does not seek to trap or confine them. Its very nature is to set free and expand. And this understanding is beginning to dawn within them now, lighting up their path forward. They're starting to see that they don't need to cling to their old fears and self-doubts. They don't need to keep up the exhausting act of pretending they have everything under control. What is truly needed now is for them to show up authentically, just as they are, to be fully present in the moment, open-hearted, and willing to embrace the extraordinary love that is standing right there, patiently waiting in front of them, the love you represent. And dear one, your angels want you to fully grasp how important this internal shift is. This embrace of authenticity and vulnerability is the absolute key. It is the key that unlocks their complete transformation. It is the crucial piece that allows them to step fully into their own power, enabling them to become the person who is genuinely ready and able to love you deeply, who is open and ready to receive the love you offer, and who is prepared to share their heart with you in a way they might never have thought possible before. But as the angels gently, consistently remind you, this profound process takes time. It requires patience, not just from them, but from you as well. It demands space for them to continue their growth, to heal old wounds, and to fully transform into the version of themselves that is truly capable of loving you in the big, unconditional way you deserve. They're waking up, not just to their feelings for you, but to the deeper truth of who they are at their core. And this awakening, like any significant birth or rebirth, is a beautiful, yet often messy and naturally imperfect process. It cannot be artificially rushed or forced to fit anyone else's timeline. But rest assured, it will unfold naturally, organically, in its own divinely guided, perfect timing. You are essentially witnessing a profound metamorphosis, dear one. You are watching someone you care for deeply, someone you love, courageously becoming the best, most authentic version of themselves. And while the pace might sometimes seem painfully slow from where you stand, while it may occasionally feel like progress has stopped or isn't happening as quickly as your heart wishes, know with absolute certainty that the angels are diligently guiding them every single step of the way. They are learning the intricate dance of loving you. Yes, but perhaps even more fundamentally, they're learning the essential art of loving themselves. They are beginning to grasp the crucial understanding that in order to truly love you, to be the partner you truly deserve, they must first grow love, acceptance, and compassion for who they are, flaws and all. They need to heal the echoes of their past, let go of the heavy emotional baggage they've carried, perhaps unknowingly, for so long, and bravely step into the bright light of their true, untapped potential. And that deep, internal work, dear one, inevitably takes time. It requires immense patience from everyone involved. It calls for unconditional love, both from them towards themselves and from you towards them during this sensitive time. But understand this: every single step they take on this challenging yet rewarding journey is ultimately a step taken towards you. Every tear they might shed in releasing old pain is a step toward dissolving the fears that have held them back from authentic connection. Every moment of vulnerability they dare to embrace is a step forward toward becoming the person they're meant to be. A person who is finally ready, willing, and able to give you the profound, committed love you have been patiently, hopefully waiting for. And when that moment arrives, when they finally do step forward, fully present and accounted for, when they finally open their heart to you without holding back, completely and authentically, the love they offer will be unmistakably real. It will be profoundly true. It will be a love that has been tested and strengthened through challenges, purified through the process of healing, and made solid by the courageous embrace of vulnerability. This will be the kind of resilient love that can stand the test of time, the kind of deep connection that will weather life's storms together and come out even stronger, more deeply bonded on the other side. But always remember, dear one, this current phase of realization and internal shifting is just the beginning of that deeper journey together. This is the crucial point where things start to shift, where everything begins to slowly but surely fall into place. Their heart, which may have been guarded, closed off, or numb for so long, is beginning to thaw, to gently crack open. It's starting to soften, to recognize instinctively that the unique kind of love you offer is precisely what their soul needs, exactly what they have been unknowingly yearning for, perhaps for a lifetime. And even though they may not yet fully grasp the whole truth intellectually, even if they cannot yet see the full picture with complete clarity, they are undeniably beginning to recognize your love as the essential key to their own ongoing transformation and healing. Your love is becoming their comfort, their guidepost, their steady light leading them out of the shadows of fear and isolation they may have lived in for far too long. And as they continue to step more fully into this new, evolving version of themselves, the person they were always inherently meant to become, you will be there. Your presence will be a source of strength. You will be there supporting them, loving them unconditionally, gently helping them continue to grow into the magnificent person they're capable of being. And crucially, they will be there for you too, reflecting that same deep, unwavering, unconditional love back to you, the very love you have so generously and consistently given them. Trust the unfolding process, dear one. Place your faith in the divine timing of it all. Trust completely that everything is unfolding exactly as it should, according to a larger, wiser plan. You don't need to put pressure on them or attempt to rush them. You don't need to force them to see what is becoming increasingly clear right in front of them. They will arrive at that full understanding in their own time, through their own unique path of discovery. And when they do, when they finally choose to step fully and courageously into the love they may have been hiding from, you will be ready. And importantly, so will they. Together, you will walk forward into a shared future lit up by a love that is profoundly real, incredibly deep, and utterly unshakable. A love that has been tested by challenges, transformed through healing, and nurtured by the gentle guidance of the angels themselves. This is the enduring love designed to stand the test of time, the love destined to fill both of your hearts and souls to overflowing. This is the love that has been patiently waiting for both of you, and it is now, finally, real and within your mutual reach. And as the angels continue to guide both of you on this sacred journey, know with absolute certainty that they are constantly with you, walking beside you every single step of the way. Their loving presence, guidance, and protection will continue to be there, illuminating the path ahead, helping both of you navigate the twists and turns of your shared journey with grace and wisdom. So, as we gently bring this divine message to a close for now, dear one, I invite you to consciously feel the immense love that constantly surrounds you. Actively sense the real presence of your guardian angels. Feel the comforting warmth of their unwavering support, like a gentle hug for your soul. And know, deep within your being, that love is indeed on its way. It is actively moving towards you. It is being carefully nurtured in the heart of another, and it is growing stronger, deeper, and more certain with each passing day. Now, take a quiet moment. Breathe deeply and consciously breathe in the loving energy that fills the very air around you. Trust the intricate process that is unfolding. Trust the perfect timing of it all. And maintain an unwavering trust that everything is progressing exactly as it is meant to, for the highest good of everyone involved. Remain open. Stay patient. Continue trusting. Love is coming. And when it fully arrives, it is going to beautifully and profoundly change everything. Amen.